everyone, welcome back to my video. Today I'm having a special game with Gissella. She is the winner of the 10th Argentina Go League. About a few months ago, I got a message from Jose from Argentina, and he asked me if I would be interested in having a special game with the winner of the league that they were just starting. And it sounded like a really fun idea, so I told him that I would. And he came back a while ago saying that Gissella was their winner and then she would be happy to have a game with me. So we are having a game today. I heard she is 3Q. And as you can see that we are having a game with 7 handicap stones. So something about handicap is that Go has this like a really great tool to equalize your level. And with handicap, it can mean that even when I'm playing with a little weaker player, it will still be as hard for me to win with the handicap, with the right handicap, right? So, you know, she is the winner of the league and she has handicap stones. So I'm expecting a tough game for me today. And like different people have different preferences for a number of handicaps. And because I'm not very experienced in handicap games, I often suggest a little fewer handicaps than normal. And I think like playing well with handicaps, I mean as a white, I think it's a kind of different skills. It takes a lot of experience and practice to kind of know what kind of moves work better in handicap games. Because if you play like with your usual moves, often you wouldn't have enough territory. So you have to play in a way that would kind of induce your opponent's mistakes. So that's why in teaching games, you would see like the weaker player having much fewer handicaps than they would need to win. So that white wouldn't need to play like trick moves in a way. But, you know, still there are upsides and downsides of different number of handicaps. And I think it can be fun either way. Especially if you're learning, maybe you can learn more proper moves when you have fewer handicaps, but then you could also really try to win with more handicaps. So yeah, that's about it. And we have 30 minutes and 30 seconds 3 times. Black's getting this corner territory here and it's Sente I'll have to block. Actually, I wouldn't recommend these exchanges early on because even after this one and maybe a push, still there is some room for white to go into the corner. Like there's 3 points or around here on S16. So you can't really say the corner is secure yet. On the other hand, after these exchanges, it's going to be more difficult for Black to invade on the upper side. Without these moves, Black could consider going into L16 or L17. But now it will be very hard. So that's why I wouldn't recommend these exchanges too early. And right now, Black's good choice would be somewhere around the lower side. You can see that this is the only wide open space on the board. You could consider enclosure from either corner or going somewhere in the middle on the side. And you can already probably feel my trouble because there are so many black stones around. So over here, it could look like Sente against white's upper side, but I'm not going to respond because this is a handicap game and I'm very busy. I have many places to go. So I'm definitely going to the lower side. I'm wondering if I should approach in either side or just go to the center. Probably better to approach because that has more pressure against the black. So if you're white and you're playing a handicap game or you're playing somewhat weaker player, then one strategy you can use is to keep playing kind of center moves. Because the weaker player, they tend to always respond. They tend to respond to the stronger player because they don't know what's going to happen if they don't. So you kind of have to look like center moves and then take the big places as fast as you can. With that, you would kind of create a more even board position, although very likely your position will be very thin while your opponent has like more stones around, and then you will have to navigate that situation also. So the last move of black, it seems to help black's center position somewhat, but it was definitely better to come to the lower side. And let's see. I'm expecting black to respond in the corner. Maybe knight move or one space jump. Black could also pincer. Yeah, that's good pincer. And another tip for white in handicap game is that you don't want to go into 3-3 point because that only makes black's outside really thick. So unless the outside is somewhat decided, you don't want to go into 3-3 point like this one, because then black would block either side and black would be getting like really strong center position. But in this case, in this corner, for example, I could consider 3-3 invasion later, because when black like blocks around, it doesn't really give black much more than black already has now. So here I wouldn't consider the 3-3 point. Going out to the center also doesn't seem to give me much. So in these cases, I would often do the double approach. And it could be somewhere around here. Maybe I'll choose this one. Double approach is nice in a way that it can make the game a little complicated. And that's often what I need. I need some complicated position so that I can gain something. I must say I'm not very good handicap player because I often don't know where to play to make my opponent make mistake. But there are some players who are like really good at handicap games, and often they would have played a lot of handicap games and they know where to go to gain some things or to break their opponent's weak positions. But to get there, like you need to play some strange moves. And I don't know what they are. But yeah, I do my best in this game. You know, I actually suggested 4 handicap stones when I was talking to the Argentina Go Association. And, you know, the counter offer was 7, so here you go. And I think it's really nice that their winner was a woman, because in the Go community there are not many female players. Not nearly as many as we should. So if you have like friends who may be good at Go, who are women, you should definitely recommend this game to them. I wonder why we don't have as many women in Go. Could be because men are more likely to be interested in board game, I don't know. Or probably another factor is that we already have more men, and I think that somehow helps in attracting more men. I mean, like community-wise, unless men have more female friends. Anyway. So, friends often talk to each other, and I saw many cases where they learned how to play Go because their friends were playing Go. And yeah, so it doesn't really help that we don't have many women. So over here you probably noticed that I didn't play in the 3-3 point for the same reason I explained. I'm getting outside to make things a little complicated. So you can see I only have the upper side and no territory. Black has many potential areas, and that means I'll have to kind of invade everywhere, here and here and here. So that's why it's very important for me to keep Sente, if possible. This seems to be a good move actually, because it's Sente. If I don't respond, Black can Hane here and capture this one stone. I could go in, and then Black would probably block the corner. I'll need another move to fix my shape. And after that, Black could attack this one stone. So maybe that's not very good for me. I'm thinking about just responding this way. Yeah. And then if Black blocks here, I'm going to Atari. Usually Black wouldn't connect this shape, and especially because this ko is not very powerful for white. But in handicap games, one thing you can use is ko, because that makes game also a little complicated. And that's why people often connect when they see a ko shape. And that helps white. I need everything I need every help I can get. So let's see. If Black doesn't block here, another thing Black could do is to play over here Knight's move. Yeah, that's good move. And now I'm going to enter the 3-3 point. Because now even if Black blocks either side, it doesn't necessarily give Black more influence to the outside. So it's okay now. And Black would probably block on this side, on R4. And I should either connect here or Hane. I think I'll connect here. Yeah, let's do that. And Black has this way of starting ko, but I should welcome the ko because That makes the game somewhat difficult. So right now this white stone over here is pretty much dead. I could try something later, but yeah, as it is, it's going to be a little difficult. And these exchanges weren't a very good idea for black. Because although black probably don't want to start call, it's better not to eliminate the possibility. With that, white has nothing to worry about. And I'll probably need to try something here later, because otherwise black's territory over here is going to be very big. If black wanted to really secure this area, black could play something. Oh yeah, that works. Black could also play something around here, but that works too. But actually, I think maybe black should have Tanuki here and then played around here. Because now I'm going to play this one and try to attack this one stone. Let's see how that works out. By the way, with this black's block, I don't think there is any other aji left. I'll just do the Hana endgame later. But I think I might still be able to do something in this corner. We'll see. For now, I can do more in this area. It really helps that my corner is very strong. If black didn't make this exchange and just played here, that would have been much better for this one stone. There is ko, or black could just cut here to kind of make use of this one stone. So yeah, that would have been better. This pincer is a nice choice. It's helping this one stone, making some base. I am going to jump out. Wait, should I double approach? I'm debating between the double approach here and jump out. If I do this one, black's very likely to come out, and I will take the 3-3 point. Then black can block here, and I connect, and black will block this one. And I don't think I like that. So that means I should jump out. Black will play around here, probably jump, could be knight's move. I think black could also consider this attach, which is usually a bad move, but in this handicap game that could be an interesting strategy. But black didn't do that, so I'm going to make this exchange to make sure that black cannot connect to this side. And after that, I should find a way to attack these two stones. Black could also consider Hane, and when I pull here, jump around here. That would make the two stones really safe, although white will be able to get some corner. Let's see. The local proper move is of course to extend here. And there's no vital point, no clear vital point for me to hit. I think I'll play somewhere around here to kind of create a loose net. But of course black can jump out and it won't be easy to lock this in. I could also try somewhere around here to get some center moves and then go even further. So black did choose to jump out and I have to take the corner. Black should connect this one and then I will extend. This might not look very big, but it's actually really big because it gives some base to white's group and opens up the black's territory. With this white group is alive and there's monkey jump or maybe some center moves from this side so that I can invade around here later. Oh, with that there's no invasion. And I think the last big place on the board is this corner, which I'm going to take with the attach. Oh, by the way, I saw some comment about the OGS sound being too loud compared to my voice. And I got an advice from one of the players I met at the Mountain View Golf Club. So it might be a little better this time, but I'll have to see. I hope it is better this time. Let me know if it worked. So back to the game. Black should block and I'm going to hane. And black has two choices. One is to just connect and another one is to Atari here and connect. And when white connects, black could extend or push. Either one is a good choice, but maybe it's better to just connect because that clearly gives center to black. You know how I said white's strategy is to keep getting center? So that means if you're black, you should also try to get center because you don't want to give your opponent what they want. So it's just a counter argument. Anyway, this is very unusual. It seems like black wants to play somewhere like this to build around here. It does look like a decent idea, except that around here is somewhat open. And because my group here is alive, it's going to be not very difficult for white to start a fight. And over here, black could extend or double hane. Double hane could be a good choice. If black double hanes here, I think I might just bend. So extend is a common choice. So with that, I think it could have been better for black to just connect instead of playing here. And then when white plays the tiger mouse, black would tenuki. Anyway, now that I have my sente, I have to use it in a very clever way. And you will be surprised, but I'm going to play a little overplay here, which is to attach this one. As I mentioned before, when I give many handicap stones, I can't play just proper moves. I have to play some overplay, and I would say this is one of them. Actually, I didn't play that many overplays so far. Maybe one board choice I made was to just connect here. And there was, call, but I kind of knew that black wouldn't want to start call. Other than this, maybe I didn't play any strange move. So the concept of teaching game is that you play moves that you want your opponent or your student to learn. You don't play trick moves because you don't want them to learn the trick moves. But then with many handicap stones, it's a little difficult to do that. So I guess that's why teaching games often mean like fewer handicaps or no handicap. So over here, I can already feel that it was a little overplay, but I'll have to try. I try to live inside. If black blocks here, I will hane. And there is some attach here. I could make a shape for ko. If black connects here, I can attach. If black wasn't too strong around here, the usual response would be either extend or connect. But since black is very strong, black could also consider blocking. And I'll have to find a way to live inside. It would have been a little easier for me if there weren't black stone here, but I can't hope such a thing, right? That's no good. This is not a good choice because it's not sente against the upper side and not strong enough against the two stones. If black wanted to make sure that white cannot connect to the upper side, it was better to push over here, and that would be sente. I need to either extend or hane, and then black can hane back, and then I also have to respond to that, and that's how you can create like a better war here. So now I'm going to hane this one. And if black extends, I'm going to make some eye space in here. If black plays here on C9, I can cut this one and then come out to the center. So black chose that, and I do this. Before I go out to the center, I'm going to exchange this attach to make sure that I have some eye space inside. I might even be able to make a core shape without going out. But before making any core, I do want to go out because that makes black's response more difficult. And there is a reason for this attach at this timing. And that's because if black responds to B14, then I could Atari here and then go out. That gives me better shape. If black extends this side, then I would go out like this. And you know, if I just played here like this first, then when I attach here later, black could extend to the second line. So in a way, it kind of forced the black to respond to this side. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I'm getting some message. So let's see. Black will need to extend and I'm keep going out. It's not a very good situation for black in that black's making a wall around here, but it's open. White's group is alive and kind of white's head is out. So that means black's not gaining much. So once this white's group is settled, black will just have the right side as a big territory. And that's still probably big enough to cover all the territory white has. So eventually I need to do something in here also. Right now, black should extend, I think, because this hane is very pleasant for white. And now black will probably do this. And I'm going to make a tiger mouse to connect. And that would be sente against this black. Black will need to respond. And then I can jump. One bad news for black is that as white goes out here, if black's not connected to this side, these three stones can become really weak. So black will need to pay attention to this. Coming out with the empty triangle is often a bad choice. Yeah, it was better, I think. And I do need this connection, otherwise black can cut. So actually black doesn't absolutely need to connect, although that would be a very natural thing to do. That's an interesting way to connect because it's sente against the upper side. And I'm going to extend to this side. Because that still has some weakness around here. For example, I could play on H15 to cut either side. But actually if black extends here, then there's no cut. Oh, actually there is a cut. I'm sorry about the confusion. White can still wedge and then cut here. But of course there isn't much point of cutting here anytime soon because black can easily live in here and this group's safely out. So that would be much later. And these were good choices because now black has center. Black should play around here actually. One space jump. Black could also peep here. And with that peep, I would probably need to connect. So I must say black's doing really well because you can see that the board is being populated without white capturing anything big, and that's often bad news. Because the more moves I play, like the less opportunities I would have. If black manages to get all these, then that will be more than enough for black to win. And this move is good in strengthening the right side, but the better move was to block here, because then black's pressuring white to somehow live and also securing these 3 stones. But still black's doing really well. Like, I don't think I can win this game without getting much from the right side. Like, I'll have to do something. So my hope is that maybe I'll be able to make these 3 stones a little weak and reduce this area by attacking this group and then invading over there. So that's my evil plan. Let's see if that works. This white group is actually not alive, but I'll have to pretend I don't worry about it because I have no time to worry about that. So now black's a little connected. Maybe I'll make this center exchange before I do something on the right side. When black connects, it will be my chance to go in. I haven't quite decided where to go in actually. Could be somewhere around S16 or S14, Q12 or R12. I'm thinking about this move, or maybe that, or that. Yeah, I should probably do a little toward the side than the corner. Because if I go in, black might just let me live in the corner, and after that black plays around here, I won't have a chance to reduce any further. Black will have all these, and I'm not sure if I will be able to win after that. So that means I need to come more on this side. So if black blocks from the side, then I can do like 3 point connecting to this stone. And if black blocks from this side, then I'll have to try to leave on the side. And let me try this one or that. So I'm thinking about either this S9 or R10. You know, neither of them really works if black responds like really well. So I kind of have to choose the one that would confuse black more. And that's the difficult part that I often don't get very well. Because I'm not sure which one's more difficult to black. The players who are good at handicap games, they tend to know which one's more confusing. Anyway, I think I'll choose actually this one. Because that looks like Sente against this one stone. Doesn't it? It doesn't look like Sente, right? If black responds from this side, then this exchange would help this white a lot. My concern is that black might play here on R10 and I can hane, but black can peep here and then block here. And I could push, but after that I don't seem to have enough space here to leave. If I attach here, it will be nice if black blocks from this side, but black might block from here. And if I extend, black can connect. And I can push and black would hane, and I can hane but black can push, and after that there is no hope. Oh, except that maybe I can hane here and do that. Maybe I will be able to make some ko shape. You know, this does seem to be a little more confusing, so I'm going to do this one. Well, one good news is that black's on Byoyomi now. So black doesn't have too much time to think. Just 30 seconds. Okay, that's good response. I was hoping black would block from this side, but it's too late. I could consider hane here, but if black attaries here and then extend, and I'll have to connect and black extends, I don't have enough space to live in here. When I connect, it will be only 5 stones, and when black blocks, I just can't live. So I have to do this one. So one thing I'm thinking is that I could hane and then make a tiger mouth. Black will have to connect, and I can connect this side. That's some gain, although I'm not sure if that will be enough for me. So should I try that one? I could try to go out, but black can do that. So when I push here, if black tries to cut directly, then there are some things I can do, like a hane and playing here, and there's this cut and there's connection. But if black plays something like the jump, and then I jump out and black plays a diagonal move, I'll have to make one eye in here, and it's not much of space. But then I don't think this connection would be enough for me to win. So I'll have to do this. Like if I hand it and black hand it back and I make tiger mouth, black connects and then I connect and black jumps around here. Black has all this territory, and that alone seems just as big as all the other white territory combined, and black has here and here, so that's definitely not enough. So I guess that means I have to try to live in here. I can certainly make one eye down here. But I'm not sure where to make another eye. Black's so strong around here. I guess with that there's no hope of getting another eye here. So now I have to make two eyes in the center. Okay. Well, if I live in here with some like miracle, I can also save this one stone by haneing here. And that would be really good gain. Also, there is some more end games I can do in this area. So can I live? Can I live? Really? I'm trying to make eye shape around here. And that. So the black shape over here is not very clean, but there wasn't much I could do. Because if I hand it, black could either cut or play the diagonal move. And if I play the diagonal move, black could come out like this. But I think this one should be centered for me. If black takes this one stone, I can do the diagonal move. And I think the capturing race is good for me. So that's why black had to respond. And I will do that. Do I have enough space over here to live? I'm not sure. I guess I have to connect. And okay, I have some coat threads, so do that. And I think I will need to do something like this. To make a shape that's good enough to live. Before I go to make two eyes, I'll have to do something about here. Because if black wants to keep attacking me, black will need to do that. And when I have a stone over here, I can connect to this one stone. So that's why I'm doing this. Oh gosh, that's a good move. And oh wow. If I just connect here, it seems like black can play that wedge. So I have to do this. And black can play here. And I will have to cut this one. And then maybe cut this one also. Hmm. There's no good way to cut this one. So I'm in a big trouble at this point because I don't see how I can save this big group. Actually, it would have been more difficult for me if black connected here, because then I will need to connect that and black can push here. And if I respond, then black can connect. So in this way, I can connect here. And there is this cut, it's a code that I can start. So let's do that. And Hane here. Okay. That's an interesting move. Here, so black will need to connect, and I will have to connect. Then I think it doesn't work for black. Oh, so it seems like I'm alive. I got really lucky. So black's, this quadra was a mistake. Black could hane here, that was one quadrat. Maybe this Atari and this push. So I got really lucky, and I also have Sente. That's great. It doesn't really mean that I'm winning though. Let's do endgame now. My invasion was successful. I got really lucky. But game's still on. Black still has a good corner. And let's see. So I do all the Sente endgame that I can do. Actually, if black's really smart here, I think black can take this one. But I was hoping black wouldn't see it. Because I'm not sure if I can win this game still. And let's block this one because it's big and it kind of pressures black to take this one stone. Oh. Okay. Black didn't fall for that. So that means I would play this. And coming around here is the next place. It looks like big place, but it's actually just 12 points. Not small, but not very big either. And that I would cut. Oh wait, I think that was a big mistake for black. If black connected here, then this group was still alive. But now it's cool. Do I have code threads? I see one code thread here, which is not too big. Maybe this one also. What's the biggest code thread I have? I don't see really big ones. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 points over here. Also about 10 points. If they are both 10 points, I'm going to take this one. Because this one also somehow weakens this black group. So there is a little extra point for that. Okay. And game's almost over. That was very safe end game, but probably good choice. And that. So I did gain somewhat in the end game, But I'm not very confident if that was enough to win. Okay, let's see. I have 6, 10, 15, 19, 21, 25, 26. Mm. 39, 40, 47, 53, 54. Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10, 13,
10,
20.
9, 8, 7, 7.
Where was I?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I need to count again. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 27, 30, 35, 39, 40, 53, 55, 59. 59 and 54. Seems like I lost by a few points. Is that it? Okay. So it's only small end games left now. And that's an interesting choice. I'll do this one. And maybe that. I should also throw in here if I get a chance. And that. There are many things I want to do if I get a chance. Oh, this honey was very big. I'm kind of scented too. For black, it was better to connect here. Because with this one now, white can get this one stone in sente. after that I would take this one to make this one a fourth eye. So this one is kind of mi-eye over here. And guess I would do this and that. And maybe connect this side because it's only slightly better than this one. Later, if I connect this one, then there is this ko that I can do. So if my count was correct that I did earlier, I think I am maybe a few points behind. Okay. So that's 2 points. That's also 2 points. I should do this pretty soon. That's also a little less than 2 points. And I should exchange that and connect. And that's kind of sente. Do this and that. That's 1 point. This is 1 point, like mi-eye. And black could take this one. That would be a good place, but didn't. So I'm going to take that. Now black should take that. That's sente. I will use a coat thread, but actually black has more coat threads like this cut. So if black continued the ko, I would have needed to connect. But black didn't continue, so I get to connect. And black plays here, that's the last 1 point, and I play here. And that's the end. I think we can just fill in the points. So I must say, black almost killed my group over here, but I got lucky and I lived. But even with that, I'm not sure if I did enough. So the last thing I want to connect is here. And after that, we can probably score. I forgot how to pass. Oh, I guess it shows here when it's my turn. Okay, let's count. What's happening here? Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. And that seems correct. What happens here? It doesn't have the mark. Oh, I won. Oh, I thought I was maybe a few points behind, but I guess I made some points around here. Anyway, so that was the game. I won by 2.5 points, if the score was correct. But anyway, that was a really tough game for me, and thank you for the game. It was interesting. I hope it was interesting for you to watch as well. And that's it for this time. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.